my dad. But you know what it was? It was the first grandfather moment on the show. He's like, look, I've been in this take game for a long time. You're headed down the wrong path.
This is true, but that's not, because here's the thing, and I'll just do it here.
Here we go.
I told him.
You know this. You know you're C.J. Stroud, right? Just so you know. The lecture that led to the loser. I'm just saying, that's where you're at.
But I have, God, was the New Year's resolution be less humble?
Yes.
I've accomplished more in the tape game than C.J. Stroud has ever done. So I can do this.
Fair. And often gives good advice.
And it was simply that if you are leaning towards, just like you were for the AFC Championship game, which it didn't end up working out, but it kind of did because they won, Patriots comfortably. My suggestion was have the analysis being more about the Patriots are better than you think and less about the Seahawks are frauds because Lyle doesn't actually think
I like to throw a little bit of frauds in there, though.
So,
just a little.
So when I say I'm saying you don't have to be fair, you do get to wear the hat of the entire media. The only person who saw the Patriots being in this game as a possibility months ago.
Yes.
So you have planted your flag on, you guys are still not yet properly rating how good my team is. That's what I was trying to encourage you to lean into.
That's what I'm shocked by.
Okay, so go ahead.
And I will try to be fair and not mention the fact that tonight, the MVP award will be decided by a handful of voters. Maybe it's Matthew Stafford. Maybe it's Drake May. We don't know. They're interchangeable. And one guy, for one game, put up almost 500 yards. But no one's got the Patriots scoring 28 points. Like, I am surprised that really nobody has this take. And to the point that it's, like, scared me off of it. The Patriots are going to play very well against the Seahawks defense. Drake May, who might be the MVP, is going to play very well against this team. And Matthew Stafford had his way. Matthew Stafford last game ran for 0 yards. So you are playing somebody who maybe didn't quite have the year Matthew Stafford had, but certainly can run the ball. Definitely ran the ball a little bit less than Isaiah Pacheco. So imagine if you had Matthew Stafford and Isaiah Pacheco in one guy. I think that guy would be dangerous. And I'm shocked by the recency bias on both sides. Or, excuse me, on half of the sides. Recency bias on half the sides. The Seahawks defense was eaten up by the Rams. Eaten up by the Rams. And then everyone thinks, well, that won't happen again. Drake May, even the biggest Drake May Patriots skeptic, you have to say, was in Denver in a snowstorm and played poorly. And everyone's like, that's going to happen again. That will happen again. Oh, he had a bad first half. He had a bad first half against the Chargers. Maybe it was nerves. Came out for the second half, threw for 173 yards and 142 passer rating. So games can go half this, half that. The Texans defense was amazing. He dropped the ball a lot. Some of it was his. Some of it was Will Campbell. He did throw 3 touchdowns against the Texans. And I think right now people would be shocked if he threw 3 touchdowns against the Seahawks defense. I can keep going, but I'll keep going. Go ahead, whatever you want. The other thing is this. If you were to design a team, like I think you got to start with a blank slate, design a team that's going to beat the Seahawks. What does it look like? So that's where, not this Patriots team. Okay, can I pitch something? Yeah, sure. I want them to have more experience than Mike McDonald in his second year. I want them to just be like, and Vrabel's been a head coach longer, and certainly Josh McDaniels versus that Mike McDonald defense. I'm going to give the guy who's in the Super Bowl for the 9th time as a coordinator or on the staff. I'm going to give that to Josh. The coaching experience, sure. No, I'm going to also give a little bit of like chip on our shoulder. I would want to be the underdog in this team if you're going to beat this team. And I'd want a defense that is peaking at the right time against a quarterback who led the league in turnovers. So to me, that's why I got you. I assume that's against a quarterback.
NSGA subbed in for Gilbert Arenas. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. As now give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Yeah, look it up. Led the league in
So here, so this is, so let me, so
Do you feel that? That's the trade winds flowing all around the Eastern Conference. So what do we say? Should we go coast to coast or at least up and down? NBA trade deadline edition. Cleveland, this one's for you. The Cavs, they traded Darius Garland for James Harden. So Brian, does Harden make the Cavs a legit title contender?
Well, they feel like it improves their chances this year, even though Harden is 36 years old, and they probably maybe shorten their window. They got to get Donovan Mitchell a contract extension this summer. They got to try to win the Eastern Conference right now. They haven't made it to the conference finals of this group. They think James Harden can get it.
This is certainly a win-now move. Those wins that you just heard were actually okay. So let's go to the Wizards. They traded for AD. What does this mean for?
It means that we have to take the Wizards seriously. I love this. This pick-and-roll combination between Trae Young and Anthony Davis is going to be wild because Anthony Davis is pick and pop, but most importantly, we cover Trae Young's liability, which is defensively. You see that slump right there? So yeah, they're finally out of that sunken place, respectfully. Sunken place, moving on up. Once they hit the floor.
Yeah, it's a win. It's a win.
Next year.
Yeah, maybe delayed gratification.
And not denial.
Maybe not denial. I love that. In Boston, the Celtics, they traded Anthony Simons for both big man Nikola Vucevic. First, how does the Vuce fit their old spot?
So, yeah, I feel good for you. Great. You talk about a straight street, a guy that's going to fit that Joe Mazzulla system. Also, Bruce been playing with a little edge lately. Like, his defense is going to pick up. Obviously, playing for something. Jaylen Brown, the best two-way player in the game. Peyton Pritchard. I like to say, watch out for the Celtics.
You know what? Let's go to Charlotte. We don't see that very often, but we're seeing it more now. They traded for Kobe White. Danny, how will Kobe impact the Hornets playoff push?
Now, this is a great pickup. I love this. Him having to mill up the ball some, but Kobe White's one of the fairest deals in the league. Obviously, Carolina kid, so he's just unbelievable. He knows how to get buckets. He's back home in Charlotte now. This Charlotte team is ruthless. You know, this team fits right in. The pace, to get up and down, sharing the ball, playing hard. This is a great dynamic with him and the Moses. So I love it.
Charlotte makes the playoffs for the first time since 2016. Well, I suppose that is a question potentially for the wheel. So what we're going to do here is I think that's all I can do here. We have our fabulous Wheel of the East over here. Danny, would you like to do the honors first? And wherever you land, you have 24 seconds.
My first time doing this, by the way. Indiana. Give me some there, nigga. Don't disrespect Indiana, but Miami got what to work with. Miami hasn't done a lot this trade deadline, but Darren Wood's still trying to get Giannis. I think that's a good move. I know Josh will want to go there. But this team has been good this year. I think they still do need to make a move in order to put themselves back in contention prior to letting Jimmy go. But yes, they have some good pieces going power this year, so I like what they've been doing thus far.
Okay, not bad for your first time at the wheel. Mr. Winner, he beat the buzzer, but you want to show how it's done.
Come on, ladies. I'm not, if I get the Pacers, I'll answer the Pacers question.
Wendy ain't ducking no smoke.
Go on, Pacers.
There you go. Similar.
So I think the most important thing for Brooklyn is that Michael Porter Jr. is not moving. Okay, I think a lot of people thought when they acquired him this offseason, this might just be a holding zone. He's been really good for them. First off, they're tanking very successfully. They're getting blown out every night. They're going to get a high draft pick. The next year, they have to extra switch. They got to do the switch. The reason they got to do it is they're going to draft pick next year. They have to spend a bunch of money this year and keep Michael Porter Jr. to help them with the rise next season.
Good luck with that one.
Is it my time to shine? It is. You know what they call me here? Vanna Black, baby. I'm like, and let's do it.
I've heard the saying, live by the
Come on, give me something good. Give me something. Oh, wait. Oh, come on, Pacers.
Oh,
there you go. I'm not mad at the Hawks.
Can we get a call?
Look, they have to me our team on the rise. They obviously are building around David Johnson, and to me, if they're able to make the right pieces and continue to make it work, this is a squad that I believe, alongside what is it, that Jazz, the Hornets, everyone else that are actually moving all the way up. So I look at the Atlanta Hawks. They should keep buying. They need a couple more pieces to actually make people think that they're serious. But right now, I feel like this is a team that you should keep an eye on for years to come. And where's the? Okay, thank you.
Right here, Atlanta's doing some good things.
They are.
They're no big dogs.
And that is it for Kevin Harlan and the crew from the second half.
Oh, we're going to be here for the next 20 minutes.
Oh, give me the seed. Give me the seed. Oh, look. They just got Big Vucevic, Jaylen Brown, best two-way player in the game. Peyton Pritchard, been balling. They are my sleepers of coming out of the Eastern Conference because you have Detroit, but also be ahead of them. But this team needs business. They trying to stand on business. Joe Mazzulla has been coaching his ass off, in my opinion. Should be in the conversation for Coach of the Year. Watch out for the season. A big question. What about the 76ers?
Yeah. You know who has the same record?
Oh, it was the 76ers?
You know who the same record as the
I thought it was over there. Okay.
Park? Oh, there you go.
But it's stricken. The one thing I trust the most in the football. Superior to field space.
Yeah. You know who has the same record?
Oh, it was the 76ers?
You know who the same record as the
I thought it was over there. Okay.
Park? You know?
Good ball movement here by the Hawks.
Oh, there you go.
But it's stricken. The one thing I trust the most in the football. Superior to field space.
And this is hard, especially one of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert.
To go off balance and very much station issue.
Did you lose a lot of money? Sport.
The New York Knicks have already made a move. Following the developing story out of the Big Apple. For more, we stay in LA to our senior reporter, Tim Bontemps. Tim, what's happening in New York?
We talked before about the Jose Alvarado trade and what his role would be in New York. His role will be to replace Miles McBride in the rotation for a pretty significant period of time. He's going to have, you see him done later this week, a core muscle injury to keep him out for an extended period. Miles has been a very important part of New York's rotation, coming off the bench, playing with Jalen Brunson in their front court as a shooter. Jose Alvarado is obviously a different kind of player. He's more of an attacker, getting in the paint. He's a pesky defender. He's also a full court Alvarado move that he is effective to the steals in the backcourt. But I think you're going to see him and Tyler Cole come off the bench and play in a similar way to the way that Bruce McBride practiced Tyler Cole had over the past several months. So obviously, Knicks losing McBride a key piece to see if they're getting back in time for what the rest of the long playoff run. Getting Alvarado in the mix as a veteran guard, but having Mark Delicate basically as a guy that can plug and play right away. Probably potentially the same spot as we have a huge showdown with a short distance. Top of Eastern Conference.
This McBride on Vincent Goodwin is reporting it is unknown right now whether or not he will be available for the playoffs. Tim Bontemps, thank you very much for that insight. To say hello to our senior writer, Ramon Shelburne, who's back with us. Okay, so this McBride out, Jose Alvarado in. What's the state of the Knicks right now?
They went 8-0. They're doing great.
Yeah, so they, they have a rough patch right there. They have run supplies this team meeting and all decide, hey, we're going to have to find the answers for ourselves. It's really to look to anybody else's finances. They just buckled down and got it going here. So I think this is a good. You can't lose this McBride, right? Like and not replacing with Alvarado. You know New York where how well is Alvarado going to play in New York?
Oh, he's going to be a fan favorite.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to be a fan favorite.
So for you, Coach, how are you looking at this with him?
Well, I think Jose is a big pickup. Obviously, plays for King, playing in front of that crowd. The crowd's going to work, and he's going to be picking up full court. And let's understand the why. I learned that when I first got in the league. Understand why you win, why you lose. They were 2-9 for King because they weren't guarding anybody. They've won 8 games in a row now. They said a great game last night. Reigning first player of the year in Jalen Brunson, calling out the chance of a rebound in the ball. But the reason they won is their defense. And you're adding a guy with Miles McBride being out. Jose Alvarado is a guy that teams can play hate playing against. So he's going to be in your jockstrap. He's going to be picking you up 94 feet, making you feel him. Really good opposition. Mike Brown will find a way to get him going right away. But I look how the Knicks are playing. They have Jalen Brunson. You know what he's capable of. And expect him to make a lot of noise this whole season.
Well, I know we're old because the Jackson thing is listening. Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Just hasn't been there for him tonight. He looks like
if you look at what the New York Knicks, the best thing that happened to the New York Knicks is there was no Giannis play. Because what Giannis would have did is he would have killed the trajectory of what everyone else could have been in the Eastern Conference. And so since that has not happened, at least with 1 hour to go, the Miami Heat on there, we can go down the list. And maybe even if the trade had gone to the Knicks, they might not have been better. They might have just been parity. And so now I think that the best thing that the Knicks are happening, they remain the top of the heap because Giannis has not moved. The apple is right in the big one. When you look at it, when you talk about complete roster.
You said the apple is ripe or late?
I said right. I said it right.
Okay, the apple is ripe.
Somebody said you get a wife. I've been in Texas. I know that that's the shit. Just in Texas, like that down in Beaumont, too. That's my story. He's the guy, right? They have the most complete roster in the Eastern Conference. From top to bottom. We talked about Corey Anthony Towns, but now him and Mitchell Robinson, big Mitch, they found their niche, right? Rotating minutes, and Mitch did the next outstanding job going Jokic last night, especially when Kel got in foul trouble. But I'm looking at their bench, and I look at those Ron, Jalen Brunson minutes. And now you add Jose and then Cole. They're being able to stay in the bigger things. Where last year you take Jalen Brunson out the game and everything was going to look. Now all of a sudden you got that guard play where you just being able to sustain. And so when you look at that roster from top to bottom, the Knicks have no excuse whatsoever not to get to the NBA Finals. When you talk about having two-way players at the wing position, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, what are they like? I'm asking, what are they like? What are the Knicks missing? Nothing.
And one of the guys doing that thing is like, I thought Randy Sean. Oh, another guy off the bench. Really just key piece to that team. Scoring, offense, playmaking, veteran player that's helping that thing get.
Oh my God. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blew.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Knicks have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half starting. Jackson passes to Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Durant dishes to Irving. Gasol a screen. Irving against SGA. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
As dynamic with the ball as anyone in the league. Kyrie there earning a trip to the line.
I ain't gonna lie to the little baby full of academics make it look weak. Yeah, they can say like blocks. You believe what they say from the comments that this fight against academics, your career is over. We ain't gonna never let you live. Even if you win and you don't stand right, if you fight hard, you're done. You're through. So you should have known that high. You like academics because you know you don't stand right.
Streets is going outside, man. Streets is done, bro. Streets is done. I keep telling y'all, anytime these fast rappers start doing some weird, pull them out for a swap. Hey, let's swap. You know what they're going to say? Well, call the right one. Don't take me. You face down the swap. Yo, anytime these little story addicts start going whatever, just call them out for the squabble. They want no smoke, lactose intolerant. I'd rather you just call Aiden like, yo, man, fuck that thing, man, I ain't squabbling with no. I would rather him say that he could still look tough. But given a number that is out there, you sold 34,000 records first week, who on earth would pay you $40 million?
Goes back up.
He paid $40 million for reading an encyclopedia, and that would be the most challenging thing you could do.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in
yo,
the flow.
Come on, man. Space is done, man. It's done. Yo, Street turning down the face with Nurse. Straight done, man. It's done, bro. That King Bond, man. What a real tough
defense didn't
bro.
steal out. And the
that,
Hawks are a
bro.
completely new group on the floor.
So 34,000 records first week. He did
Here's
a
Petrie.
belly flop.
Still without
He
a
did a
basket.
belly flop.
And stolen by Anderson.
This
And
look,
here we go.
I gotta put this in. Let me show you what 34,000 records actually. You know that do math. 34,000 records. Record sales is still priced around $10 per record. That's his music. That I don't care how long he worked on it. Made 340,000. One record is about $10. That's how they price it even in the streets. And when you buy a CD, you get $10.
Petrie, no good.
34,000 records first week is $340,000. Nigga, the best thing you do is rap, and you make $340,000 after you ducked the whole year claiming you were creating. So when you pick up the phone for Spider, then you drop this bull's sell for $34,000 first week, which is $340,000, and you were asking for $40 million in a fight.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. He has to start asserting himself.
What a heck of time exists to help everyday America.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Pass to Iverson. Good, and the assist that time by Gasol. Iverson's got 6 in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
SGA looking it over. Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Kicks it out to Iverson. His three-pointer's off the mark. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Petrie, no good. Atlanta's gone 1
you play basketball
since halftime. Out to the right wing.
You don't even know how to shoot a gun.
Down
Right?
low.
You know how to shoot a gun, right? Y'all go pull up. Black man.
That are clearly on the same page.
That was his first time shooting 100 days.
And here's Gilgeous Alexander. He'll bring it up to the New York Knicks. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Well, they know he would look embarrassed if he get out. I ain't saying he won't get out, but he on the full works and get out. So yeah, he'll get out if the street card. Unless straight DITCH.
30 seconds
So he's
left to
straight
play here in the
PSS,
third.
you know what I'm saying?
To the inside.
But he ain't really trying to get out.
Pass the pass to Higgins.
He's going to shoot a number that
Finish at the rim.
professional
Off the
boxers ain't going to get. So they try to get.
Higgins got 8 points.
But that's what they get.
That's the 10th
For
straight
looking
point
for.
they've given up.
This ain't no
New York
Holyfield
shooting
versus
30%
Mike
from the
Tyson.
field.
And it's 1998.
DeBusschere passes
If
to
he ain't get no
Higgins.
67. You couldn't even get a record deal for that. You can have today. Right now, the baby rap career not worth $40 million. And you sold your matches right now, I don't know. And you sold it right now. Now back then, you probably got a but right now,
James Harden getting it
no,
done
no.
for
Probably right
Atlanta.
at 40.
His
Yeah,
production
oh,
has
40.
been flowing as he's tallied 20 points.
You barely getting $1 million a show.
And now let's go back to a play from
$40
earlier
million.
as we show you our State Farm.
Now you
source
know
of the game.
academic look superior.
Just true artistry
You can
right
just
there.
pop all
Great
this
decision on where to go
and destroy
with the
it.
ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Because, you know, this right here, making you ain't you a game back?
He knew exactly when to deliver the
Hey,
ball.
Lil Baby, get back. That's all the comments of Lil Baby game. You can't turn out no fade like that. But a nerd.
And
But you
we're
playing
happy
for
to have you
nerd.
back for more playoff basketball.
He swing, he ain't had no
in round
fights.
one.
He ain't about none of
So
that.
Williams on the
Yeah.
bench. This is the group Mike
Ain't no
Brown
way.
has right now.
This is how you know when
Gilbert
you can't
Arenas
really
is
fight.
out there with
Or they know
Hastings.
they
Then
don't
it's
fight
Anthony.
right.
Then there's
That the
Worthy.
world
And it's
prove
Davis
it.
in at the 5 down
Because
low.
ain't no way
And a
you can
chance for
tell
just a
sophomore,
second to check out
hey,
the
we
scoring
need 2 million fight
breakdown for the
academics.
Hawks.
He'll
Well,
run
they've really
that,
been
whatever.
sharing the basketball.
Next week,
All
month,
coaches
if
talk
you need to
about
get
that.
his
Try to
academic
get
on the
their
train for
teams
2 or
to
3
do it.
months,
It's
that's a
really
free 2
great when
million.
you see it in action.
And you
Why wouldn't you say,
also
nah,
have
you
to
gotta give me
applaud
40?
how
Like,
they've
come on,
attacked the
homie. Them
interior
call Snap
in this
Dog right
game. A
now.
lot of
They
points
told Snap
happening
Dog,
for
we
them
give you $1
in
million
the paint tonight.
like
And that
academics.
one misses.
He ain't gonna be like,
A
nah, you
truly
gotta give me
skillful
30. That's
seven-footer.
academics.
Pau
He be like, shit,
Gasol
that's a free
doesn't
million.
just rely on his size
Academics.
to beat others
Y'all
to
got any
buckets
other phase? I
and
run 2 that
boards.
day.
There's a
This
finesse
is
to
just
his game
academics.
most
I fight
big
him for the
men
million, then
don't
run another.
possess.
But if
The
you
Knicks making
got
a
doubt in
switch here.
yourself and you know you
Chamberlain's
ready
checked
to
in.
fight, you will fight. You don't want to risk academics getting the punch off on you
He
and
hits
you
the
fall
second from the line.
and he knock you out because it's not regular fight.
Really
See, regular
improved
fight.
here in the second half.
Lil Baby will be more, I'll do it for you the price or he'll do it here.
Here's
Because
Hastings.
now Ain't no rule. With this one, straight punch. So Academics could get a punch out. See, Academics is not scared of this opponent. So when you see him practicing, he was running from the punches, but he probably could fight. And he could see that he can fight. So he's like, nah, that's too much. But little baby, he don't feel that way. So Academics got more pride in himself to go against little baby. So there's no fear. Little baby had to surprise him and really have hands. If he don't, Academics not gonna do all that running like how he was doing when he practice. Go get the training. He ain't gonna do it because he's not scared of it. So his mind not gonna really say because he's going to punch, you gotta run from it like that. Because you probably use punch. His punching not easy. He don't even hit hard. This don't make Lil Baby look good at all. You could say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes. It's Academics. I can see if he was fighting another artist. Still not 40 million though. I can see if he was fighting a more tougher opponent like Blueface or the niggas who did that to Lamar. But nah. In this situation, it looked like one scared and the other glad he's scared. The baby scared and the other Academic, he glad he's scared. And now he can really pop it. And what he trying to do to the baby will work. See, it'll work either way for Academic. If he win or if he lose good, he win that way. If he gets some good punches off on the baby, he win in that life. Just for fighting, just for taking the fight, he win in a way. If the baby don't take the fight, he win because you can clown him for not taking the fight.
See this dog? Bro, tell me how I just got hit with a 911. They say, yo, Aiden Ross has now come out to say, Legooooo wants $40 million to squabble up. Like squabble up, dog. Ain't this a street nigga, man? Yo, this is what I don't get. I ain't want to play the clip yet. Lil Baby hit my DM like he was a gangster before any of this, before his mans tried to pull up on me. He hit my DMs like he was a gangster, said, yo, I'm in New York, let's meet up, and we could handle it, we could squabble. He was acting like he a street nigga. I'm supposed to be scared. I'm looking at this scrawny, a buck 20 soaking wet addict that got basically 13 chromosomes, and he looked like he's a. And I said, I'm either going to the sense out of him, or I don't know. He might just be a vegetable afterwards. But I gave him an addy, and I showed him. He hit me like I was showing. So I said, okay, this guy's whatever. Anyway, we squashed our issues. But he was just, I want to keep this in mind. He was down to squabble with me for free. As a street. Nobody should be scared of a nerd. I'm a nerd. Now, you know what he says? Listen to this.
So when I went to Lil Baby, I thought, we can make this fight happen. I want to give him a real number. But 30 to 40 million for him, we can't do that right now.
Yo, this think he's Devontae Davis, man. Like, yo, the first guy
to ball movement has been flawless.
Nash against Arenas. Six to shoot. Pass to Hastings. Over Iverson. Hastings no good.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Hagan. Here's Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here's the Busher. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on James Worthy. A different look for New York. Embiid, he's checked in for Chamberlain, and it's Williams in for
I got to be sharp straight. Like, I got to, because he knows his career done. You don't got the 100% confidence that he can whoop back. Men don't act like that. If they feel like they can whoop, they don't do that. Or they feel like you can fight, but they still feel like they ain't gonna act like that. They gonna run the fade.
The Busher has on this team, especially on the defensive end. He's smart.
He's little baby game bang.
And incredibly tough.
turn it out of play like that.
To halt the run.
Because if you win, that shit gonna make you look good. But you know, you probably don't feel like you're a loser. But you know you don't. Your fight stance. You don't even train for a fight. You don't even do that. You don't want to stop everything you got going on. That's another reason why you shoot the nose down. You don't really feel it. But if you can work academics, you ain't got to do it. Let academics do the training. He ain't never had a fight, remember? He did. He a nerd. You a street and you get niggas knocked off. You send niggas to do shooting and everything.
Hagen's got rebound
You
number
the
9
head.
now. Good effort here tonight.
You finna get a Rico. Y'all be cut up on that, man.
Nash the pass to Hagen.
What's the issue?
Gasol, a screen on Arenas.
There's no way you can call out a certain rapper by academics for $1 million. You got my point. 500,000. That's an easy 500,000.
Situation. They want him taking that shot.
If you told Lupe, they would you put 500,000 fighting.
No good.
That's a surprise. I mean,
There's a lot of people that take 500K by academics. He's about 40 million.
Pass to Iverson from outside the arc. It's rebounded by New
But they
York.
don't want to train. He don't want to prepare himself for that
Now
stuff.
in the game.
And he knows.
Trying to break that ice cold
He
streak.
looks like, you
And he
know.
can't jam it through.
All you had to do was
And the foul on
say, you
Carmelo
look like that chump like me.
That's his
You
first
ain't have to
foul.
shoot out.
yeah, clearly a foul
That's
of
host. You
frustration
can shoot
right
out
there.
a number that
A
high.
different look for New York. Anthony
You-
Davis
that
is
dude,
checked in
you
for
You
Anthony.
should have
James
asked
comes in
him
for Williams.
for a fight.
NSGA subbed in for
You
Gilbert
put it in
Arenas.
their first fight, and they a rapper. They're not even a fighter. Come on, man. You don't be doing no punching at your shows. You ain't got no videos online.
Gasol passes to Love.
You the nigga who take pictures,
Out to the wing.
and you got your hand on your blick, your hood. That's what you do.
Tipped away. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other
That's
way.
what you good at. You're not no fighter. You like the females get high and do music and tote guns and ride fast cars and for you and put that shit on and put that good cologne on and go shopping and eat good and shit like that. That's what you about. You ain't about punching banging your
Here's
niggas.
Hastings.
You don't even say you're with your rats.
Pass to Embiid.
So how you get 40 million? All you really gotta do, you think you want to Vegas, call him out for a
LeBron
fade.
outside.
You have to get academics. What you do in Vegas and that like that, and you feel your crash out on it. Finesse will eat you up. Look at this finesse right now. Finesse will give it some of that. Because you see me back in academics. So you know what that affect you like.
And here's Atlanta. They're on a
Say
13-3 run. Nash dishes to Gasol.
That's it. Or say you get anything well.
To the paint.
Yeah.
And Gasol with the dunk.
And he gets all his passes so perfect.
That's so we walk out the room first. It's your face look like it was my face.
And so James will
That's
bring it
so
up with the New York
So we
Knicks.
walk out the room first. So, and not run out the room. Walk out the room.
1:52 left to play in the final
Not
quarter.
run out.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's
That's
how
on
it
Allen
goes.
Iverson.
And such a physical player
But you-
inside.
that's-
LeBron
that's-
doesn't fear
That's when you
contact on the way up.
And that's why you know you can play with the baby like this. You talk to him like this. Because you know you got no buck. So when the real gangster or real artist will stop bumping, and when they see academics, they gonna swing. Yeah.
And the first one at the line is good.
And
Pump
maybe
like
the
that,
most
you
storied
get
high
back
school
down
player ever.
and say,
It's
you
amazing
gotta
to
pop
think
you.
that LeBron's
See, when
exceeded
mother said they gotta pop you,
at the pro
that's
level.
really showing respect to
Alexander
you.
Saw.
Like,
He's checked
you,
in for
you
DeBusschere.
ain't you too
it's
strong
the
enough
Hawks'
to be
ball.
sturdy to fight.
They're on a
Now, I
15-5
gotta pop you,
run.
you too big, whatever. So, I don't know if anybody should take that. It's disrespect. all the
Iverson
time.
outside.
And the nigga say he gotta pop you. Because that
Pass to
means too
Hagen.
much of a threat. You know, the problem. You can run the fade, but he can say you're underground. Please,
So
you
for
can
Embiid,
run
the
the
jump
fade.
from the free throw line is good.
So I'm thinking he's cool
That
and
gives him the
and I go
double-double.
about my
10
business.
points and
He's
10
later,
rebounds.
later.
And entering the final
Yeah.
countdown
whole time, y'all post my name now.
This is just a
On the wall.
tremendous
I'm on the list.
for
And
Atlanta.
let me know.
And this was
So
one that never really
that way,
wasn't down. I thought an all-around dominant
fight
performance.
you
You
good,
kind of
think you
thought
tall,
that even going into the game.
Yeah,
you
there
got
was a
poppy,
sense
but
of that.
if a nerd,
They
he that's not
pretty
street,
much blew them
he willing
right
to run
out
the fade with
of
you,
the
he don't
water.
think you tough.
A clinic was put on
Pick it up.
display here today.
And if you don't
And
think
one of the
that,
key
but
components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for James Harden.
Well, what an
That's why
unselfish display from him
not gonna
tonight.
touch.
Sharing the ball,
You don't try to
creating
put it in.
for
You
others.
don't build your
Just
relationship.
beautiful
It's all getting tough
basketball.
when they can fight or not. But yeah, academics don't see no feel. They
And he shows the focus
you
there
know,
and
none of
nails
that
the
is talks
technical.
about.
What you
I
love
don't think
about
nobody Davis
Nash
plays
is
with
the
this
coach
shit to
on
be
the
disrespectful.
floor dictates the pace,
They
always
just be
in
like,
total
when we see you,
command of his team.
be ready.
And the Hawks making
When
a
you ever
change
bump
here.
into you, be
Let's
ready.
checked in.
You ain't gotta fake like you on Fox.
59 seconds left here in the
Trying
fourth
to
quarter.
do- no, you want
And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block was something.